Assalamu alaikum everybody. My topic of teacher's presentation is Buddhism. Firstly, I would like to discuss some main points of Indian philosophy. The schools and systems of Indian philosophy are divided into two broad classes, namely Orthodox Astika and Heterodox Nastika. To the first group, that is Orthodox or Astika, belongs the six chief philosophical systems, namely Mimamsa, Vedanta, Sankhya, Visheshika, Nyaya, and Yoga. They are regarded as Orthodox or Astika not because they believe in God, but because they accept the authority of Vedas. The Mimamsa and Sankhya do not believe in God, but they are called Orthodox or Astika because they accept the authority of Vedas. And Heterodox, the second group, Orthodox or Nastika, includes three systems or three schools of Indian philosophy, that is Charvaka, Buddhism, and Jainism. They are called Heterodox or Nastika because they do not accept the authority of Vedas. Among heterodox schools, I would like to discuss Buddhism or Buddha's Four Noble Truths. Siddhartha Gautam Buddha, the founder of Buddhism, was born in a royal family in 6th century BC. Siddhartha renounced the world early in life. The sight of old age, death, illness impressed the young Siddhartha with the idea that the world is full of suffering. He then spent years in study and meditation to discover the origin of human suffering and also means to overcome all these suffering. At last, he received enlightenment, and the result of which was set forth by him in the form of Four Noble Truths. Four Noble Truths. First Noble Truth, there is suffering. Second Noble Truth, there is cause of suffering. Third Noble Truth, sufferings can be eliminated or cessation of suffering. And fourth Noble Truth, path or way that leads to the cessation of sufferings. Let's discuss First Noble Truth. First Noble Truth, that according to Gautam Buddha, life is full of suffering. Birth, old age, disease, death, sorrow, grief, wish. In short, all that is born of attachment is misery. So this is the first noble truth, that life is full of suffering. Second noble truth, that there is a cause of suffering. For the second noble truth, he points out that the existence of everything in the world is caused by some other thing. As the existence of everything or every event depends on some conditions, there must be something out of which suffering came into existence. The chain of cause and effect that leads to suffering in the world. According to Buddha, there are 12 links, or which he also called Pratitya Samadpad. First, there is suffering. Second, suffering in the life is due to birth. Birth is due to will to be born, which is due to our mental clinging towards worldly objects, which is due to the thirst or desire for worldly objects, which again is due to sense experience. Sense experience is due to sense object contact, and sense object contact is due to sense organs. Sense organs, these organs are dependent on embryonic organism, which again could not develop without some initial consciousness, which comes from the impression of the experience of the past life, which lastly are due to ignorance. So, according to Gautam Buddha, ignorance is the main root cause of all suffering. Ignorance is the main root cause of all suffering. Then there comes third noble truth. That means there is cessation of suffering. The third noble truth, that there is cessation of suffering, follows from the second noble truth, that misery or suffering depends on some conditions, and if we know that condition, we can remove that condition and misery or suffering automatically would cease. Then there comes fourth noble truth, path. Fourth noble truth is path that leads to the cessation of suffering. This path is known as Eightfold Path and consists 8 steps: right view, right resolve, right speech, right conduct, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. First, let's discuss quickly all of these. Right view, correct knowledge about Four Noble Truths. right resolve. A mere knowledge of truth would be useless unless one resolved to reform his life in their light, in the light of Four Noble Truths. Then there is right speech, that is control our speech. Fourth is right conduct, abstention from stealing. Our conduct should be good. We should be good in conduct. Fifth is right livelihood. One should earn his livelihood by honest means. Sixth, right effort. One should constantly endeavor to fill his mind with good thoughts and good ideas and restrain from bad thoughts or from ill thoughts and ill ideas. Seventh is right mindfulness, keeping off attachment to things and grief over their loss. Eighth, right concentration. Successfully guided One should successfully guided his life in the light of last 7 rules and thereby freed himself from all passions and evil thoughts, and that ultimately leads to the nirvana. This is the a quick discussion of Four Noble Truths of Siddhartha Gautam Buddha, and that's all for this lecture. Thank you very much.